It's in Dallas. You had a terrific showing there, but I want to go way back to the beginning. I don't know if you heard, but Bossy was just talking about your path. Tell me what the last few years have been like for you. I mean, you have really made a huge reputation for yourself relatively quickly. So what's this all been like?
It's all been easy. I've had great people around me to help me to keep me where I'm at. Countless hours in the gym and stuff like that. So I just been working.
No doubt about it. Now, you've talked about the people around you, now both literally and figuratively. Why don't you introduce the people that are with you here today?
This is Coach Ryan, and this is Coach Caleb, and these are all my teammates. Great people. Love them to death.
All right, great. Now, you have taken a series of official visits. You have trimmed your finalists down to 5. Let's take a look at some of your options here. You've got Georgia Tech, you've got Miami, you've got Providence, you've got UCLA, and you've got Vanderbilt. Before we make the big announcement, is there anybody you'd like to thank? I know it's been a long road to this point. Is there anybody you need to recognize before we delight one of those fan bases?
Definitely my mom and dad, for supporting me and doing what they do. And, they weren't able to make it, but, they're watching it live right now.
All right. Well, shout out to mom and dad then. They did a heck of a job, and they've got a lot to be proud of. So, all right, without further ado, Michael, where are you going to be playing your college basketball?
I'll be committing to University of Miami.
All right, that is the face of pure joy right there. That's pretty cool, Michael. Congratulations, first and foremost. Now, as we said, you went on a lot of official visits. You really took your time and were thorough with this process. What was it about Miami that convinced you that's where you wanted to be?
It just felt like home. Coach L, great coach, Hall of Fame coach. I felt like I could fit his system real well. So I felt like that's what's the main thing that influenced my decision.
And to me, it strikes me that you give them something they don't really have. I'm not sure they have somebody as strong and physical who can really just kind of control things in the paint the way you can. Was that a part of your calculus as you considered your options here?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know I can go there and contribute from day one, So that's like another main reason why I went there.
Well, Michael, I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun watching you play. You had a heck of a FIBA games, a great summer. You were great last weekend at the Wooten camp, and I know you and your teammates have a lot more celebrating to do. So congratulations. Thank you for doing this here with us today. We're looking forward to watching you this season at Prolific Prep, and then after that at Miami.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Congratulations again. Now we are going to go back to Eric Bossy to help us break down what this all means for Jim Larinaga and Miami. So, E-Boss, what do you think?
I think this is a big pickup. You said it. Michael said it. This is the type of player that the Hurricanes do not have and really could have used here last year and can use moving forward. It's nice to have a guy that is not only willing to do the dirty work, but embraces doing the dirty work. It's one thing to be willing to do it, but another to have that zeal and that zest to compete in the paint and be physical, and to also be ready to do that from day one when he steps on campus as a freshman is a huge deal. I mean, we're talking about a kid that is already 230, 235 pounds, pretty chiseled. Give him a summer in the Miami weight room, and he's going to be an absolute physical monster. And, he's a guy that is a bit more athletic than we've probably given him credit for. And again, as I said earlier, after seeing him again up close and in person at the Woot 150 over the weekend, really kind of opened my eyes to just how good he is and the type of player that he could be in the ACC.
And what strikes me about this fit is that Miami is a team, you watched them last year. They make that Elite Eight run. They did it by playing small ball primarily. But I think that was partially out of design, but partially out of necessity, because as we've said, they didn't have anybody like Nwoko. And when you dig into their stats, and we've got more on this on the 24/7 site right now, I mean, they were very good at turning people over defensively, but they did not do a good job defending the lane and finishing possessions on the defensive glass. And I think on the defensive end, especially, he's going to be able to come in and address those two areas right away.
Yeah, no doubt. He's a bit of an enforcer, right? He's going to play physically. He's not your traditional rim protector in that he's going to be Rudy Gobert back there just swatting everything left and right,
Right.
On that back line of defense. But he's very good positionally. He's a smart help defender.
Yep.
And just the little thing that he's going to be able to provide with, chucking shoulders on guys, they try and run through the lane to get to their spots on the other side of the offense and locate. Those things are helpful with knocking guys off of their path and just disrupting things as much as he can from that 5 spot. And he still allows you to play small ball because he can get up and down the floor, but he just gives you an added element of physicality in the post that, as you pointed out, they were maybe lacking a little bit last year and will be a welcome addition next year.
And you know what? I think you alluded to something right there. Lots of times these big power players where you think their game is just, it jumps right out at you at first glance. They don't always have a ton of nuance to them, but I think Nwoko is the exception to that. He's got really good timing, playing out of the dunker spot is whether he's diving to the rim. As you alluded to, as a help side defender, he rotates really well. He's quick to help on dribble penetration. He plays with a high IQ, and while he may not be the prototypical shot blocker, he is a deterrent in the lane because of his physicality and the sheer force that he plays with. So big commitment here for Jim Larrañaga and Miami. The coverage is just getting started. Head over to 247sports.com right now. You'll have a feature from Ebos as well as further analysis from myself. If you've liked what you've watched here, please make sure to like and subscribe. We are going to be back with you tomorrow for yet another commitment from one of the top prospects in the country. Until then, thanks for watching.